What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Minifigure Creation Channel. I'm your host, Chase, and today's video is going to be my buying guide for August 2023 for LEGO Star Wars. We have a bunch of sets that we'll be releasing, 8 in total. It's probably one of the most underwhelming LEGO Star Wars waves, just because when you really look at them all together, the sets, the prices of the sets are not that, they're not really expensive sets. There's really one main big set, and there's a bunch of tiny small things. So I'm going to start in the order of price. So we have 4 sets that are going to be $15.99 US. And I'll start with, the Microfighter, the N1 Starfighter. The set has been revealed for a long time, ever since Mandalorian Season 3. So ever since, March, we knew this set was going to be coming out. And I've shared my thoughts on the channel about this set before. Not really the biggest fan of it. I definitely like that there's a new way to get a cheaper way to get the Mandalorian new helmet mold, or not mold, new print on the top with this part of the helmet. Definitely a lot more prominent. And if you already don't have a Grogu figure, which I find it very hard to believe since this figure has been such widely available for the last 4 years. But there's a cheap way to get it now. And yeah, overall, this is not the best Microfighter we've gotten. I guess it's accurate to the show. But I mean, I don't see this. I think this is a set you get for kids, not really a set that's probably going to do well in the adults area. Next up, we also have the 3 mechs. I'm going to start with probably my favorite, and probably most people's favorites, is the Boba Fett mech, just because of that amazing Boba Fett minifigure. That's probably going to be the main drive for all of these mech sets. And yes, so I wonder if we have a good image. Now, I guess this is the best image of the figure. Next to the mech, he has amazing arm printing, and helmet printing is so good. Leg printing, torso printing, and then he has the weapon that he's had from a lot of the Book of Boba Fett sets. So overall, the mech is very pourable. I hate these pieces right here. For the mechs, I just don't like them. It's just super bulky. It's just not. It's why do we need mechs when they're not even prominent in LEGO Star Wars? This is the only reason why people are gonna buy this set is for that Boba Fett minifigure. Okay, same thing. Probably do I like the Darth Vader one more than the Stormtrooper? I don't really know what to think, just because I don't really care for either of these. The Darth Vader one doesn't have a new minifigure, although he does also have arm printing, which is really great. That even though the sets that aren't going to do well have good quality, this one's a little bit skinnier, which I appreciate more. Probably the standout part of this set is the lightsaber. And these sets, like I said, are going to be $16. And also the Stormtrooper mech is also $16. The main standout here is this new, it's not new, but it's relatively new Stormtrooper with these different colors. I do like that Stormtrooper design a lot better than the other one. But yeah, these are the sets that you can get for the cheapest value. Probably not going to do very well if you want, why would you want these sets? And now let's move to the next option, which is the $20 price point. You can get this pretty middle of the road battle pack. This is the 332nd Ahsoka's Clone Trooper battle pack. Starting off with the build, you get one side small build, and then one of the main build of the Swamp Speeder. The Swamp Speeder is actually pretty good. It reminds me a lot of the one from I think it was 2013 or 2014, with another Swamp Speeder where we got Yoda's clone troopers from Kashyyyk. Here, the main problem is definitely the helmets. Just with that big black line that's going through the top of it. We got such amazing 332nd helmets just a couple years back in 2020, and now with the helmet holes and everything, it really takes away. I think that what's his name? Yeah, Commander Vaughn, or Captain Vaughn, he looks very good with with the visor over his helmet. But all the other clones don't look good at all. The side build is whatever. I prefer in my battle packs to have one large build or 2 small builds rather than a bunch of little tiny builds, just because it's easier to store, and these little things get lost in displays and stuff. But yeah, I really like the battle pack, the builds of the battle pack, although the figures are a little bit one note, but I mean, I'm glad that we're getting a 332nd battle pack. And this is probably going to be one of the only sets. Probably I may pick this set up, but I'm not going to pick it up right now. I'm going to wait till next year. to pick it up. So the next cheapest set is going to be the Yoda's Jedi Starfighter for $35. Now this set only has 253 pieces and is pretty much a remake of the previous Yoda's Starfighter, although it does have a little bit more flat on the top. And I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm wondering now, because I haven't taken an extensive look at this set. So the R2-D2 does have back printing, which is the cheapest way to get this R2-D2 with back printing. And of course, if you don't have a Yoda figure, this is an easy way to get it. Although there's no difference about it from most of the standard Yoda figures. The only different one is in the diorama. But it's a Yoda Starfighter. I actually have the old one. I never built it, and it's just like random parts in my collection. But I think it looks really good. But it's just a weird choice, and I wish we had a third minifigure. Just like Obi-Wan Starfighter, I wish we had a third minifigure in that set. This one's, like, missing a third minifigure, especially at $5 more expensive than that set. Now we take a little bit of a jump to $50 for the set everybody forgot about, the Spider Tank. Again, this set was also revealed way back, I think, in April, and it's only releasing now in August. And there's really only one reason to buy this set, and that's the Bo-Katan minifigure. It's absolutely amazing. Probably the best minifigure of the year, with arm printing, this great leg printing, torso printing, and a brand new hair piece for Bo-Katan in a new mold that we've never gotten before. So that really, really fits her, especially the arm printing just really puts it all together. And this like lighter blue than the one we got before. More of a sky blue, and also the helmet looks amazing with all the battle scars. It's just really, really great figure. Definitely a contender for the best minifigure of the year so far. And the Spider Tank's actually a decent build. For people who've already gotten the set, they say it's a good. I think this set is just missing a lot of things, like missing some side builds, or missing the guy, like a play feature that the guy can come out of the thing, the little droid. But I think this is a decent set. I just think it's not going to do very well. I think that Bo-Katan minifigure is going to do very well just on Bricklink or another like eBay, somewhere where you can buy it secondary. I don't think people are going to spend $50 to get this set, just because The Mandalorian Season 3 wasn't as well received as the previous ones, and it also just happened so long ago, it feels like, that it's like it sort of lost the nostalgia. Or not the nostalgia, just like it's not as popular now anymore as like when the season was coming out. And like when the other sets came out in May, at least the season was fresh. And now it's sort of more of an afterthought. So the last set that we're going to talk about, the Advent calendar comes out in September, but this last set is the Yavin for Rebel Base. And this set is very, very mixed for me. I do think that the build is okay, except for this tree build. It just looks so 4+y. I think the Y-Wing is an amazing build. I wish we had gotten that set on its own. But we don't need another $35 set or $20 set. This set has 1,000 pieces and is $170, compared to the Ghost, which has 1,400 pieces and is also $170. So, like, but this set also has probably one of the most amounts of minifigures in this price of a set. With Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Princess Leia, General Dodonna, and yes, the Red Leader, Gold Leader, Chewbacca, C-3PO, R2-D2, R2-BHD, and Rebel Fleet Trooper, and a Rebel crew. Probably the minifigure selection is great, especially with that new metal, or it's not a new metal piece, but it's a new print for it. Great. They could have just given him gold medals, except they did do the printing. Of course, Chewbacca, C-3PO, basic. There is no dual molding on C-3PO, which is a little disappointing. And I'm pretty sure it's now standard for R2-D2 to have that back printing also. I wonder if we can see it in the. No, he's probably in the thing, so I don't know if the other astromech droid has back printing. But of course you can recreate these scenes, although it does look a little cramped. I actually didn't know. Oh, no. I thought there was, like, room inside the tree. No, just a basic build. And, again, this Y-Wing's great. Here's a better look at all the figures. The main draw of this set, though, is the build. And the build, it's mediocre. It's, like, it feels like there's gaps in it that don't, like, need to be there. Like, it just feels strange. Like, it doesn't feel like the Yavin 4. It feels, like, too tall. Or, like, the shaping is not correct, I feel. Like if you were to put like two of these together, I don't feel like it would represent. It was more of a pyramid shape, rather than this like tower. But I think the interior is pretty good. I'm glad that we got that space there, and then there's more space on the sides, so that's pretty good. I just think this set is too overpriced for what you're actually getting. And I won't be picking it up. I know a lot of people will be picking it up, but I think that some options in September for the same price are just much better sets. So with that, thank you guys so much for watching this buying guide to all of the August 1st Star Wars sets. Let me know if you wanted me to do it for any other theme. This is probably the biggest wave that we'll be releasing on August 1st, but I think the good sets are actually going to come out in September 1st, so I know just hold your money for like one more month, and you can get some amazing sets, like the gunship, the ghost, and the 2 new Ahsoka sets that were just revealed. So check out my video about that right now, if you can, and make sure to like and subscribe, and comment, again, what you guys think about these sets. What are you going to buy on August 1st? I personally am going to skip out on August 1st. I know last year was a big year. I bought the Sanctum Sanctorum, and then I also bought the the Galaxy Explorer, and both Obi-Wan sets. It was so cool, but this year I'm just going to skip out on this a little bit and wait another month to get so many cool sets. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.